It's funny because I've been targeted by individuals who have a very invested interest in this particular statement, word, the patriarchy or patriarchy, who are invested in their style and interpretation of that word and language and culture. Um, to ensue in their style. Um, I texted in a very private, personal context, in the context of an artist, in the context of a woman healing her wounds, which have been documented in the public realm by others as proper wounds and abuses, in a private conversation with two individuals that I thought I could trust, because they're being my blood brother and my brother from another mother, but like a nephew type of brother. And I don't know what affiliations they have. I know what education systems they come from. But whatever got me targeted in as an artist expressing her desire to express an experience, because others are having a different experience with this culture, an attitude, a way of being in their life. And now it's interesting because the people I reached out to support on a perspective that I had are individuals with a completely different perspective. They're individuals that have a different gender identity. They have a different gender identity experience than the one that I would have expected them to have under that same culture. Um, but I see it because, and I reached out to them because I see them as disadvantaged, if I'm frank, if I'm being frank. Um, in the long term, in terms of their opportunities and potential for their life, um, as young men, as I see them and as they identify themselves. So I'm not saying they're the ones targeting me, but whoever they are affiliated with are very much invested in me shutting my trap, continuing to do my work in the public realm, be an artist, be entertaining. To benefit this culture, which really is being demised by its own people because they don't get what the point of it is. And they don't comprehend that everything they're complaining about is actually by design, by this culture that they want to continue to uphold. So, yeah, um, I will not be governing my life by the stooped identities of other persons in the world. And I just wanted to articulate it in that way, particularly. Some professionals I've learned from in the past call them stupid stories. I personally call it a stooped identity, because I don't identify as a person that requires a culture to tell me how to behave appropriately when circumstances demand maturity and action with a lack of consensus. But actually, shit needs to be taken care of right now. In case you're wondering why I have so much attitude and sass. And also try to be lighthearted, but there's just, when everybody wants to act like a jackass in the room, it's hard to continue to have fun. Just saying.